Oh, I forgot to do that thing. So... Oh no! Oh no! No no! No no! Anyway, what? What? Hold on.
And even when you lost your head of shame and so much gone, I stood beside you then and there until the cut was done. And even when I lost myself in all of those tall trees, you took me down, you held me up, you
Touch my bloody knees. Hold on, let me do something real quick. It's always something, ain't it? Always something.
And then when we were older, there were miles between. I conjured
Bum 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 da da. Wherever you go, I'll go. Oh, aborting. Did it die again? Oh, it's talking about this. Oh. Okay, I get it. Hold on. I'll go wherever you go. I'll go wherever you go. Oh, wherever you go. I'll go. There we go. For some reason, it wanted to be weird. But now I got YouTube live again. So that's what it mean. That's what it meant. Okay, I get it. I understand now. Man, I'll go wherever you go. All right. Technical difficulties aside, how we doing? How we doing, fellas? On this fine Friday evening. Me, I wanted to stream 2 hours ago. Unfortunately, I had some chicken and rice because I was hungry and I didn't have supper. And I didn't eat earlier when I should have. And after I ate, I didn't eat all of it even. I kind of just picked at it, I'm not gonna lie. And then I had a little bit of a headache, and I wanted to see if laying down for a bit would help, and it helped a little bit. And now I've got some nice warm spearmint tea, I believe, and we're so back. So if I'm a little bit off tonight, that's probably why. Because I am head hurty a little bit, not incredibly, like you know, it's pretty harmless overall. So if I'm a little foggy minded today, that's why. So today we're playing Scarlet Hollow, if you couldn't tell by the title and the category and all that jazz, as they say. Yeah, I guess we'll just get back. We'll just get to it. I think we'll lock in and get to it. I'm going to have to do this. So you're gonna get nothing for a second. And then do this. Do this. Yeah, warning, flashing. Oh, I forgot. Wait, why is this so much bigger than it was? See, all this technical difficulty stuff. Scarlet Hollow contains a bunch of stuff, so if you sensitive to that kind of stuff, you should probably look at their website. This is new. If you play with the controller, if you use accessibility options to change the game's font or text size, it's recommended you use the scaling box. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. There we go. So, I believe we're on episode 4 now. And hold on, let me just move my phone. Let me just drink some water, cause I am kinda like on top of tea. I just need water as well. It's a great play. Yeah. I guess intros are in order. So, hello everybody and welcome to Scarlet Hollow episode 4. Last time... Actually, we're gonna get... Oh, that my glasses are all fudged up. No, I didn't notice until right now. Well, I guess there's gonna be a recap soon. So, while I clean my glasses, y'all get a recap. Yeah. Okay, let me just do this real quick. Let me just... get this real quick. You'd think I wasn't a professional, and I'm not by any stretch of the imagination. But I wonder if I could put it on auto and just read while I clean glasses. That would probably be a good, smart little thing to do. But I'm gonna give my own little recap of what happened specifically last episode. And then we'll go after I finish cleaning my glasses. You know, yay! So last episode we went to Stella's. We went to Stella's for pancakes and eggs, and I had an egg and a pancake and a stack of pancakes, of which were all golden brown and delicious and awesome and epic and cool. Then we went to Reese's, a terminally sick fella whose mother is a doctor and really knows nothing about his situation. Just that it's like a bunch of genetic. He just lost the genetic lottery there. Just has a bunch of small chronic illnesses that aren't incredibly severe on their own, but when put together is just like a cocktail of suffering. And then when we got there, you know, we went down to the basement, had a grand old time in the basement, looking at paintings and such. Then we went up for dinner, which is the whole reason we went. And before that, actually, actually, no, this will fit perfectly in. Oh, I can't find them. No, you should put an air tag on those. Those are like pretty important to find, I think. Also, you must have really good muscle memory on your keyboard to be able to spell with no eyeballs. I'm a programmer, duh. Yeah, it's true. I didn't take in the obvious information, I guess. Yeah, what happened? So we went up there, and then when we were washing our hands, we got drawn to this door, which was pretty sick, and it was like pretty metal. The nerve. The gal. The absolute gal. Tut tut tut, shaking my head. Oh, I know, I just neglect you, don't I? I absolutely neglect you. Gotta file for that divorce soon. What, for the non-existent wife I have? Yeah. uh so after we did that, we went ghost hunting, which is pretty freaking metal, if I can say so myself. And we got torn into like this ghost dimension, and everybody got possessed, but us and Tabitha, and that was pretty metal. And I think this game is just traumatizing Stella, the video game, for real. Oh, I can't believe you keep doing because I gotta go to Hawaii. Wait a minute. I'm not. No. You keep them on your month, I keep them on mine. That's like the whole point of it. That's like the whole point of the Hawaii. Oh, my fault. No, that's the agreement. That's the custody agreement. The custody agreement is that you keep them 1 month and I keep them 1 month. Okay, you can't just go to Hawaii without running that by the lawyers. I don't want no child. Well, you should have thought of that. You're the one who and you agreed, okay? This is a mutual decision we both made. And now we both gotta stick by it until the end. I think you gave explicit consent. I'm pretty sure. You signed the adoption papers. You were there. They were literally double signed. They required both parents to sign, okay? All them rights go to you. No. You can't weasel your way out of this one. Wagging my finger. No, you signed too. That was what the... Oh my god. Oh, is that how this goes? Is this how this would go in court? All the child rearing... Is that how it goes in court? All the custody goes to the white guy? Is that the whole... That's all I know. I just know one thing and one thing alone. I know we both put our thumbprints on the thumbprints on the paper in red ink, and that's legally binding. That's legally binding. That's all that I know. Okay? I just know the facts. If you get more rights than me, then you keep the child. Yeah, but you're going to Hawaii, so like that's like a whole, you know, that's like a whole field trip. I'm sure you could get compensated for that. Probably not compensated, but like you sign it up for, you say that it's for education purposes, and I'm sure they'll, you know. Are you Hawaiian? You're swollen Mexicans. I mean, I have heard that before. And I'm sure Timmy will also get along with your brothers and sisters. I don't know, get him some spray tan or something, I don't know. I'm sure he can fit in. Spray tan. Like the. Hey, listen. Yeah, the really, really orange one. And like a Hawaiian shirt, you know, like a floral button up. I mean, hey, all I'm saying is it seems like you're fighting for him quite a bit now, and you wanted to leave him to go run away to Hawaii, okay? That's all I'm picking up. You're the one who wanted to ditch him. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just trying to keep peace in the family. Oh, I hate keeping peace in the family. I hate that. Gotta step one foot and boom. Get the less orange kind then. I'm sure you can get that. 6 feet under. No coming back. He's done. It's over. I don't know. No revival. No reboot card. No revival. No reboot card. No last stand. Full dead. No respawn total. No nothing. Bum bum. I don't know, you figure it out then. I gave you my 2 cents. Alright. Chapter 4 awaits. Alright, lock in. You gotta start. You gotta start helping me build. Tug's collar. Let's get into the episode, gang. I do probably have to do that. That'd be a good idea. Episode 4 awaits. You'd like to save before continuing? Please do so now. I'm being so for real. We are homeless. I mean, we got the little shack. What are you talking about? Oh. Homeless, we have 2 rabbits. Jerry and Gary. Well, we did have a horse, but he jumped off of the enchantment table, the enchantment table bookshelves, and got out. So, we honestly probably don't have the rabbits anymore, to be so for real, unless Hey, I didn't kill him. He literally jumped over the wall. Okay, no. Oh, right. I need to do the full recap. Bro, makes me get a saddle 4K blocks to lose it. What? I didn't put it on him. I didn't even tame him. I just said we had a horse and he's gone now. I saw him leave. I didn't even... First off, I didn't even make you get a saddle, right? I didn't even make you get a saddle. I said, hey, where's the saddle? And you said, oh, it's back at the other base. And I said, oh, okay. Okay, and you were like, oh, I'm over there, by the way. And I said, hey, could you grab that? And you said, yeah. Okay. Not how I remember it. Well, maybe you're not remembering it right. No. To tell you, I don't. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, tell me to start reading. Note, the decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visible measure of the consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preference. Hold on, wait, let me just... Hold on, this is really important. Let me just... Yeah. Let me just do that real quick. Bro's gonna smite me? Yeah. Anyway, you can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. Totally made me remember. After we went to the ghost dimension, we found the ghost that put us in the ghost dimension, and warning is why. Anyway, we got to the end of the ghost dimension, and then the ghost was like, hey, I want your years. I want your youth, big guy. And I was like, okay, because I had to save my cousin, because I'm the main character, and the main character got to make the sacrifices. Heavy physical consequences. Would you like to see a recap? Give me a warning on Discord. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I can report your message. Imagine reporting. Hold on, wait, let me just, you're so right. Let me just, it'd be really funny if I got you banned off of your, if I got you banned off of Discord, huh? Wait, can I, there's a I don't like it version. There's a just, you can report your message for I don't like it. That's crazy. Will this be harmful information or glorifying violence, or will this be abuse or harassment? The phrase of good boy. That that is really funny. Would you like a recap? Yeah, give me a recap. I can't trust no one no more. You can't trust no one no more, bro. I mean, this is of the last episode, right? So yeah, give me but just a recap. You got my custom recap. Now this is an actual recap. There are 2 of them now. That's all it says about them. As you're ready to leave. No, there's one last episode currently out. It's gonna be a full week when the game fully comes out. But for right now, there's only 5 of 7. So this is episode 4. We might do 5 tonight, but that'll be 2 a.m. and I'm not sure how it depends. If I get into it, then also if I get into it, then we might just rip it. But recap on the last episode? Yeah, well, why would I do that though? Also, there's the reason why there are recaps available is because it didn't just come out with like 5 episodes and now that's the 6th and 7th are coming out separately. It's like since the game released in 21, it's been slowly, like, they've been slowly releasing chapters. Yeah. Anyway, as you're ready to leave, Janie approached. Okay, whoa, I'm being so fast right now. Just recap on the last episode. I mean, yeah, but it's not gonna give me. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Are you sure you're not autistic? Oh no, I'm for sure. I think I got something going on for sure. I've just so many things going on for sure. What? Yeah. I think I am mildly autistic, if not more autistic. I used to not be as autistic. But now I'm way more autistic than I used to be. Or maybe I just know what autism looks like now. I don't know. Two of you impatiently tapping her foot.
Oh, Muddachu, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in all that. You did right by those kids, though. What a blessing, everyone getting out of that situation all right.
Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Little to no attention span. Nah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Me? Have no attention span? The Subway Surfers? No, you gotta pull out the keys. The keys get to keep my attention way better than Subway Surfers. If I see Subways, I've self-trained myself to whenever I see Subway Surfers, I immediately just look away from it. Like, it pulls my attention away. I just immediately look away. Family Guy clips. I love Family Guy clips. Anyway, of course, Muddachu, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Muddachu, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Miss Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy.
And with that, breakfast is served.
He's a dog. Mayor of the Hollow. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. Kinkara. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. Didn't take your meds today. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy.
Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I tell you, Muddachu, everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open.
The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator.
Your mom is like so scary.
She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. The dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week. Well, Marichu is still in town.
Well, you have to see how you're feeling.
I can handle it. I can handle a movie, Doc.
Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure it'll be okay.
You're always so overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day.
Yeah, we have to watch a Star Wars. We have to. Yeah.
Eventually. Hold up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for goodness sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves.
I knew it was too bad. I knew it was too much for him. I knew it was too much.
Oh hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hold it, you're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. Appears on the top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish-brown. I'm going for it. Wait, do you hear music? Oh, I forgot. Every time, that scared me again. It scared me last time and it scared me again. What is the... Movement stirs as the figure cloaked in shadows rise to attention. Stella? There you are. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children.
Oh, and if you must forfeit, doesn't matter which.
No! I hope I didn't come too late. It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. Take a step towards the light. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Oh, look at this. My age, I'm an old man in game and now life. In life and now game. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. Swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon. You and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Marichu. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Wake up. You open your eyes. It's a new day. A new day indeed. And you feel like crap. You were hoping some of your strength would return to you after a good night's sleep, but you feel just as drained as you did when you dug yourself out of that shallow grave. Your limbs are heavy. Your heart struggles to keep up with your movements. You feel like you've lost something that was important to you. I made the right decision and I'll do it again. Life goes on. Life goes on. Nah. I did what had to be done. I don't care what happens to me. I did what had to be done. Yes, you did what had to be done. Who knows what would have happened had you left that ghost behind to fester? An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Heart. Also wanted to ask if you heard from Stella. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. I want to call Stella. You dial Stella. Hey, what's up? Haha, just kidding. I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It ain't really me. Haha, technology, huh? Anyway, leave a message or don't. I'll never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. I'm gonna text. Hey. Hey, I'm kind of worried about after you ran off last night. Are you good? Text me as soon as you get the chance. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Haven't heard from her either. That's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. I'm gonna take a shower first. You might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. I gotta wash the sins off my back real quick. You step into the guest bedroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, the shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. I don't know real and what you've seen. Think about Stella running off. Hopefully she's just stepping in. Trying to scrape memories as if they're think about the worst is yet to come. Think about someone special. What if I think about someone special? What happened last time? I forget. You think about someone special. Specifically, you think about... Oh, okay. I wish I want to save time, but I really want to think about it. Reese. The way your commanding presence dominated yesterday's dinner. Did that happen? Was that last time? Did it say dominated? I don't like how this is like, think of that special person and it has dominated in it. You know what I'm saying? The way he effortlessly... Is this a dating sim now? What is it? Think about someone special. I'd assume this isn't romantically always, but like... maybe they're even more chill. I kind of want to think about Stella again, because I am kind of worried. But I also want to think about Dr. Kelly. Or like Wayne. Wayne is who I really want to think about. And the way he effortlessly crushed that ditchling. I think about Stella, I guess. Yeah, I'll think about Stella. Your intrepid cryptid hunting companion, and everything the two of you have been through since you got to town. Hopefully she's okay, and Kanika's just being overprotective. You're done here. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. I want to check the closet. Aw, you make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. And judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room, but was he there while you were out the previous day, or did he enter while you slept unaware just a few feet away? Something to mull over for the rest of the day. What's up, they're 3 now? They got bread! You open the drawers. The 2 opossums stare up at you. They both have a bread now. That's nice. I'm gonna wave at them. Stare up you blankly in response. Later. This is their home now, and there's nothing you can do to change that. I'm gonna head downstairs. Time to face your cousin. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking this week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. There's an almost cool confidence in the way your cousin talks about the strike. I want to talk about the strike. How are you feeling about the strike? You seem unfazed. You seem you want me to infiltrate the... You seem confident about the strike. What have you got planned? Lots of things. It's probably better for the both of us if you don't know the details. You want me to infiltrate the strike? Even if they didn't already know you're my cousin, they seems like a great way to throw gasoline on a fire. This is my problem to fix. Your only job is to stay safe until the funeral is over. Tabitha, it's no use fighting the inevitable. Just fire them all. I'm sure they'll go, pick up the pieces. You understand the burdens of leadership. So that's why they were predicting the strike. Usually I'm pro-union, but do you know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands, but I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. After everything you've done in this town, I just never understand the burdens of leadership. I'm glad at least one person in this forsaken town is on my side. I appreciate it, really. They were predicting the strike. Those story things we saw in the library yesterday? Look, I get it. There's weird stuff happening right now, but let's not muddy something as mundane as a strike with the supernatural. They're two entirely different things. Talk about what happened last night. I'm sorry about last night. We should have left. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels good, doesn't it? Getting rid of something that our family left behind like that. Can't believe you're saying that. Have you looked in a mirror? No. Still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? You're Scarlet. You're probably gonna die young anyways. And I still have a mind to run. True. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. Sure, she's just processing what happened last night. We aren't the only ones who were traumatized. Sell the estate, get out while you still can. I mean, mine's in trouble. You could sell the estate, get out while you still can. Tabitha bristles. Really are Vivian's kid, aren't you? Trying to bow out just when things get difficult. I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet Mine. I'm not just gonna cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. Should probably get going, right? Yeah, I've dwindled a lot enough. Stay safe, no more hijinks. But let me know if you get into trouble, okay? Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Investigate the garden! From your eavesdropping in the general store yesterday, it sounds like Tabitha's keeping something out back. Now that she's gone for the day, you can investigate the garden to your heart's content. The air is chilly today, the overcast sky hanging oppressively over the weeds-choked flower beds. Venture deep. Sybil mentioned an enclosed space. There isn't a shed out here, but the greenhouse fits the bill. Investigate the greenhouse. I'm gonna save since it's telling me that this might be dangerous. This is gonna bite me because I'm old and frail and ugly now, huh? You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. Doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cuttings of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. You step towards the door. It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. It was a goat. What a strange thing to keep in a greenhouse, especially one so isolated and overgrown. I want to examine. It's just a padlock. You pick something like this. Open in a second. I don't want to, though. I don't want to. This is hers to have. This is hers to bear. You shouldn't be here. You leave to head back to the estate. Investigated the garden. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. Can can I get a PJ real quick? Yeah. If Stella's MIA, who knows what you'll get the chance to eat. Who knows just how much your new affliction will affect your appetite. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. Head to town. Let's go find Stella! Yippee! You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The birds sound different today, muffled, like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body is starting to accept the change that has come over it, to accept that this is how things will be from here on out. Keen-eye, glimpses of pale figures. Oh, look at that guy. Glimpses of pale figures dot your periphery. Oh, this guy here, here, right? Got here. You haven't seen ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming up to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in, the light of day revealing your new features clearly for the first time. You doing okay? Well, now my bones hurt. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Here for a good time, not a long time. Glad to hear you're coping well. Though don't go throwing yourself at too many life-stealing entities from the beyond. We just started getting to know each other. Are you really still feeling chill? Are you really still feeling chill after everything that happened last night? You don't have to put on a front. Last night was a lot, I get it. I appreciate the concern, but I'm alright. You're talking to an expert at vibing. I know most folk would probably be freaking out or having some kind of existential crisis, but that's not how I deal with heavy stuff. Street smart. Surprisingly enough, Avery is mostly telling the truth. They're fine. I mean, I'm not 100% chill today, I'll admit it. I feel kind of bruised both physically and spiritually, if that makes sense. But that's just part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed, and I'm glad my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. The supernatural angle takes the edge off a little bit. There's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Avery turns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them, with their scrunched up little Sharpay faces. So should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but like, are they dangerous? Not gonna eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? No, but you might get some eggs laid in your skin. Oh, is that all they do? Doesn't sound too bad. I think I could survive a parasitic larva or two. Just glad being eaten alive ain't on the table. I mean, is getting a parasite like that really any different than being eaten alive? They're still eating you, just more slowly and from the inside. Is it terrible to say it would be kind of neat to grow a weird little guy? Is it terrible to say it'd be kind of neat to grow a weird little guy? We are so on the same wavelength. I guess it might steal all our nutrients and kill us, which would be bad, but if it didn't, that's one of a kind lifelong friendship with a weird little creature, and there's no way I'm passing up an opportunity like that. Have you heard anything from Stella? I haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound good. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Kanika and I are meeting up for Stella. Wanna come? Meeting up to look for Stella. Wanna come? Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time, though. From what I saw this morning, there's already a few miners holed up in there. Must be using it as a home base for the strike. Oh, by the way, there's a strike going on. I'm sure you already know that, though. I have to imagine Tabitha would have told you this morning. Let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. I don't want to be around the weird, freaky little white creatures anymore. You and Avery start back down the path to town. It isn't long until you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Marichu, you made it, and you picked up an Avery along the way. Hope you're both doing okay, like emotionally. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad.
That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints are all out of whack, totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom's been insisting I caught a cold and I wasn't buying it, but as of this morning, I've come around. Definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from looking for Stella.
After all the issues between you and Tabitha. I think last night just pushed Stella over the edge. Kinda surprised you reached out to me after all the issues between you and Tabitha.
You sacrificed years of your life to exercise a ghost for people you hadn't met until, like, what, 2 days ago? That kind of outweighs whatever ongoing feud I have with your cousin. I'm not going out there alone, because the last thing I want to do is go missing. Well, looking for someone who went missing. We do everything in groups from now on.
People shouldn't be judged by their family anyways. Whatever people might think of your cousin, it has nothing to do with you. Is someone manning the general store? I'll go out and look for Stella.
Mom and Miles can deal for another day while we go looking for Stella. This is important. Not that the store isn't, but if something happened to her, I said that so wrong. I structured that so wrong. Not that the store isn't, but if something happened to her and I was spending my time minding the register, I don't think I could live with that.
So I see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things.
I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune.
After last night, I wouldn't doubt that she actually could. Your mom always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her.
Yeah, maybe I should stop making fun of her whole new age mythic thing. A lot has happened in the past couple of days. I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this stuff out. I need to be focused. I can't keep having all these existential crises. There'll be plenty of time for tea after we found Stella.
This music's bop, not gonna lie. Let me drink some tea real quick. Tea is best when it's cooled. When it's not like boiling hot anymore. I mean, it was never boiling hot, but like when it's not like, you know, mouth burning hot. That's the best. When it ain't mouth burning hot and it's just a little tad bit warm. Let's not dawdle. I'm worried for Stella and it doesn't feel right to be doing that. I think last night just pushed Stella over the edge. I know I've only known her a couple of days, but it feels like she has a tendency to run from the difficult emotions. Usually she just changes the subject, but I guess this time she wound up literally running. Wayne threatened her last night. Think he actually followed through on it? Damn, she wound up literally running.
You're absolutely right, and as her friends, we can't let her be alone at a time like this. Made that mistake before.
Plus, she could get mobbed by those weird little creatures or worse.
Exactly. There's no time for anyone to be off there on their own. Who knows what kind of weird stuff is out there? The past couple nights, I wouldn't be surprised there were actual Bigfoots in the woods just waiting to eat any human who wanders too far from civilization.
Do Bigfoots thirst for human flesh? Is that some kind of common knowledge I wasn't keyed in on?
Wouldn't be surprised is all I'm saying. Okay, let's get started. I don't want to waste another minute. Where to first?
We should go check on let's go to Stella's house. Good place to start. Maybe she just slept in.
That's what I'm hoping. Would have gone already, but I'm kind of nervous about doing anything by myself today, just in case I ran into yet another horror from beyond the veil of or whatever.
Kina, you make your way towards Stella's house. The door is as pristine as any old wooden door. No bloody handprints in sight. Any telltale signs of Wayne absent. Something happened here. It didn't involve him. At least not at the front door. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. You seem to recall that Stella closed the door behind her when the two of you left for the library yesterday morning. Doesn't look like a break-in. It looks like someone left the door open. Stella or someone else was in a hurry when they left. We ate breakfast here together yesterday morning. She closed the door behind us. She's dead, so then it's all my fault. She closed the door behind her. We were both with her for the rest of the day. She came home last night, or someone else was in there. Might as well invite ourselves in, right? Yeah, we should go in. Cool, I'll be brave and go first. Avery casually steps over the threshold into Stella's house. Living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Aside from the corner of the room dedicated to Gretchen, Stella's house almost feels like a museum. Everything's organized with the sort of tidiness you wouldn't expect from someone as rough and tumble as Stella, and only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Doesn't look like there was a struggle or anything unless it happened in another room, or maybe someone or something caught her off guard. You didn't have to add that last part. I'm going to forget you said that and just be thankful that this doesn't look like a crime scene. I would like to investigate the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is messier than she left it yesterday. A couple of cabinets are hanging open and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. The crust of the bread is gone, somewhat stale, about as much as you'd expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it here left it many hours ago. Are you sure she didn't just come home, make a sandwich and dip? It's a little messy, but it doesn't look like anything violent happened. It's possible she came home, grabbed some food, and left in a hurry, right? She did. Did she say she had somewhere she needed to be? She had somewhere she needed to be? She didn't say she had something she had to rush off to. Maybe she just had a panic attack after being possessed. That was over 12 hours ago. I hope she would be home by now if that was the case. Is Stella the sort of person to stop back home to make a snack in the middle of a mental health crisis? Yes. And it's comforting to think that that might be all that happened. A panic attack is much more manageable than rotting ghouls or parasitic doughboys. Let's check out her room. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. No streaks of blood and pus that might belong to a certain phantom miner. He hasn't been here. Do notice, though, that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It is in her closet, and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. Stella's jacket is gone. Letterman one. It wasn't on the rack in the other room. It's not in here, and she didn't have it yesterday. Okay, I'm sold. Between this and the kitchen, she must have come home last night. Seems like she was the one who decided to leave. No struggle or nothing. I want to check her computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Well, we already broke into her house, right? For all we know, there could be some sort of clue on there, like a note detailing exactly where she is. We didn't break into her house. The door was left wide open. What if we don't find Stella? It's all because we didn't. Yeah, exactly. Stella, she shouldn't have gone missing. I don't make the rules. Okay, look, maybe there's something helpful in there, but this is still way out of my comfort zone. I'll just be over here, standing in the corner, not looking over your shoulder. Please don't, go digging through personal files or anything. But also let me know if you find anything important. Or cool. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. Whoa, how did we even find anything on here? You don't, come on, let's go. Look for something interesting. Looking for something, anything that seems like it might be interesting. One folder catches your eyes. Boring tax stuff. You're no fool. You've seen this folder before. You have this folder on your own computer. Boring tax stuff never contains boring tax stuff. For that matter, it never contains anything related to taxes, and its contents are never boring. Open the folder. You open the folder. You're surprised to find it contains a carefully mapped out diagram of the Scarlet Hollow mines, including holes in fences and areas with low visibility. There's also a handful of old photos of Stella and Tabitha together as teenagers. Tabitha wears an uncharacteristic grin, an authentic, joyful smile, and Stella's eyes are somehow brighter, less tired. Both of them seem to be living in a happier time. Okay, I take it back. This is way too personal. I'll join Kanika in the corner while you wrap things up. Check the open tabs. It would take you all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from Windows Edge to Windows Edge. Most recently open tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for zoology enthusiasts. The post in question is titled "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hey everyone, was chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day. Oh, this is her. Hey everyone, was chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. My mom's friend said they're. My mom's friend says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Clean footage and some sort of cryptid nobody's heard for except for your friend's mom. That's the only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchling is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Every low budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing. I smell an ARG. I'm serious, I got a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. Mothstan. I believe you. Lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. Into the next day. Okay, so one, this is an RG I would never. And two, you're not gonna believe this, but we went into an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommy knockers. Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file titled Tommy Knockers Real.wave. For the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always gonna sell it to big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Also, little doughy white things now, loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell it to Pillsbury? Stop cyberbullying her. I'm gonna call the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. Thread ends. Search history. Visited any website since Tuesday night. She came home after last night's incident. She didn't touch her browser. Her search history is almost entirely work-related, a furious series of queries for various monsters and cryptids that might fit the profile of ditchlings. That's all. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Oh, Hackerman. Find everything. Oh, I found everything. Nice. I love seeing someone's room before they had a chance to clean it up for company. It's nice. I think there's any other clues here. I don't think there's any other clues here. I don't think so either. This is what a room looks like. Hold on. I'll be right back. One moment. I am back. I'm back. I play Pokemon Go every day. I play Pokemon Go. I don't think so either. This is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. Could use a few more houseplants. I'll put together some trimmings after we found her. Oh, she still does those, still does those corkboard with strings things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Leave. You turn to leave Stella's house. Still life. Oh. Okay, so she probably came home last night, but she's not here now, and we don't have any idea where she might have gone.
Thought I was overacting this morning. I hoped she would just be sleeping in. I can't believe she's actually missing.
We'll find her. Where to next? I feel like we should let's check out Oscar. He's smart.
Nothing else happened after we all went home last night. You're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the ditchlings than someplace that was that haunted.
Mom said it's safe, and I'm inclined to believe her. Why would she lie?
How would she know that?
Magic, probably. But there's only one way to find out. Let's go. Morning light streams in through the library's large windows. In the bright daylight, it's once again a place of comfort. All menace having fled in the wake of Charles Shaw Jr.'s departure. There we go.
No ghost, thank God. I was not up for an encore.
Yeah, it's gone, just like your mom said it would be. I guess Oscar
must be in the back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally got my house back.
I've always been surprised at how unsupervised this place is. Sometimes it feels like anyone could just walk in and do whatever they wanted.
Like what, steal books?
I mean, they could, right? Not saying anyone would, but I'm just saying that people in this town trust each other a lot. It's nice.
Let's go find Oscar.
Ruh.
Make your way back towards the annex. Feels strange to be back here in the light of day, as if the events of the previous evening were all just a terrible dream.
This hallway really takes me back. Feels like it was only yesterday that we were last here, blissfully unaware that our entire lives are about to change forever.
It was only yesterday.
I know. Kanika knocks on the door. Oh, good morning. I'm so glad to see all of you. What about you? Takes in the sight of you standing in the bridge corridor. Street smart and keen-eyed. The way Oscar says your name carries the weight of an immeasurable guilt. See it in his eyes, too. What you've done for this man will hang over every interaction the two of you have for the rest of your lives. I hope you're doing well this morning. Please, come in. Oh, actually, can I? It said that I can do something with the visual. What does this look like? Oh, wait, what? No, give me the full vibe. What? No, give me the full. I want my decisions to hang over my head like a guillotine, okay? When the game said that you can't save everyone and you might not even be able to save yourself, yeah, I want that. Oh, my tea's gone cold. I wonder why. That is gonna get this video. This VOD is absolutely cooked right now. You have no idea how good it felt to sleep in our house last night. Though I suppose I didn't do much sleeping. I honestly sat and stared at the hatch all night. Nothing strange happened, but the idea that something could happen was more than enough to keep me wide awake. So what brings you here?
Stella's been missing since last night, and we're trying to figure out if anyone's seen her.
Hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? Nope, we have no clue where she's gone. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. I should have done a better job warning her.
Stella's practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were gonna stop. You weren't gonna be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she'd react when she found it. I don't think she knew how she'd react. And besides, you don't even know how bad it was gonna get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but sometimes that's not gonna be possible. You're only one guy. No, I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her.
That doesn't mean something bad happened, but it
doesn't actually sound like it's all sunshine and rainbows for her either.
Sorry I can't be of more help. Especially after everything y'all have done for us. I know time is of the essence right now, but while you're here, I wanted to let you know that I'm determined to do whatever I can to help investigate what's happening in our town. I was hoping we could compare notes. It might help me narrow down where I should start my research. As far as I'm aware, there was nothing paranormal in Scarlet Hollow before very recently. Now here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods and plagued by angry ghosts. Oh, wait, what? You think there was an inciting event, right? You think there was an inciting event, right? I do. That's my thought too. It was never like this in the holler before. Something must have happened that kicked off all the magic stuff. Avery stares at you. I mean, it's obvious, right? These things only started happening once Muddichu got here. Kanika shoots Avery a glare. No, we are not throwing Muddichu under the bus. Well, there's nothing wrong with being a magical catalyst. Sure, there's nothing wrong with someone being a magical catalyst. There's definitely something wrong with saying someone's a magical catalyst. You'll get the wrong idea. We're only a couple steps away from the whole town deciding to shaw him. Nobody's gonna drag Muddichu into a witch hunt on my watch. I just think we've outgrown the days of running people out of town on rails. I'd rather play it safe. Don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna run around town telling everyone that Muddichu magicked a bunch of terrible disasters into existence. But if there's a catalyst for all this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming back to Scarlet Hollow? If I may, Muddichu getting into town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. Perlan died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time he arrived. Not to mention, I started seeing things in our house before Perlan passed. I think I never thought to make a note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. There's a root cause for all this. Hopefully, there will be a way to put the genie back in its bottle. I'm gonna do my best to find out if there ever have been any other similar events, and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. We've been finding these weird stone seals. There's one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more. These are those carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there was something like that under my house this whole time, and to think someone must have put it there. But who? This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you, Muddichu. Well, I think it's obvious, right? It's the witch. The witch told somebody to, like, that's why he was digging the hole. You know? That's why, Charles Jr. was digging the hole, because he put the thing there. It's giving me quite a few threads to follow. Muddichu, didn't you say you felt something similar to the mine seal outside the clinic yesterday? Hope that doesn't mean something weird is about to happen there too. Oh, I'm losing the only doctor's office in town seems like it would be bad. Here's hoping we can sort this out before that becomes an issue. You know, I was thinking about filling that basement with cement and pretending it was never a part of the house. But if we're all here, maybe we should go down and take a closer look at that carving seal, whatever it is. Oh heck yeah! I'll be checking out the behind the scenes of the haunted house the morning after, or it'd be like. I mean, I know you're joking, but that's literally what we'd be doing, right? Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess that wasn't the best analogy. It's bad enough going into haunted houses and abandoned coal mines at night, but there's something that feels so much worse than going down there in the middle of the day. Can't say I'm thrilled with the thought of it either, but we need to do whatever we can to start getting ahead of things. I really don't think this is a good idea. It's worth the risk. I don't think we have the luxury of turning down the clues. Couldn't agree more. After everything you've done to keep my family safe the past few days, I'm not gonna risk losing our home because I was too scared of an old stone carving. Oscar, I feel like this is a bad idea. What, you don't want to put yourself in another potentially life-threatening situation? Not if I can help it. I'm not really a hands-on kind of investigator. That's Stella's thing. You don't have to go down there with us. You can wait upstairs. Oscar leads you back down the familiar hallway to Rosalina's room. Hey, Dad, what are you doing here? I'm going back in the basement, Rosa. I'm afraid there's something down there that might help us figure out what's going on in the town. It's probably best you go to the library while we... No way, if you're going down there, I'm going too. Remember what you said last night? No more secrets. We're in this together. You're right, Rose. You're right, Rosa. You can come with us. No more secrets. Am I the only person in this town who doesn't have a death wish? Sybil said the ghost is gone. I don't really think there's anything to be afraid of down there anymore. Just give me a moment to move all this out of the way. Oscar gets... Let me get some water real quick. Hydrating. Oscar... Blah. I go to bed night-night. Never mind. I can't sleep. I'm not gonna... I was gonna do a bit where I was gonna, like, you know, pull up the lever on my chair and, like, fall all the way back, but I don't want to do that right now. Not with this. Not with I got going on up with the brain right now. Oscar gets to work moving the furniture from the trapdoor, his broad shoulders making quick work of it. Before you and your companions know it, you find yourself transfixed to the trapdoor. I don't want to go back down there. It's okay, Alexis, you don't have to come with us. We can stay up here together while everyone else goes down. Goes down there. Oscar opens the hatch with a menacing creak. Everybody's heart skips a beat, though. Though Avery's might have skipped a beat out of excitement rather than fear. But none of you are swept up in the ghost's nightmare puppet show. The sun continues to shine, the birds continue to sing outside Rosalina's window. See, nothing to be worried about. The slight tremor in his voice tells you he's mostly saying that to himself. Shall we? If you're sure you want to do this, I won't stop you, but I do not like the vibe I'm getting from that pit. Descend! The excavation of Oscar's basement. Return to the basement. You descend to the basement Well, let me do something real quick. I turned off my air conditioner, so it's like pretty hot in here. Let me just... I completely missed, but whatever. Just want to have it so that... You descend the basement stairs and find yourself in the same cold, unfinished place you were in last night. Can't shake the oppressive feeling, but whether that feeling is driven more by the trauma of the past night or by something more tangible, you're unsure. Well, I guess we're looking for that. I guess what we're looking for in that pit. I guess we should take a look. Hold on. Well, I guess whatever we're looking for is in that pit. I guess we should take a look. Oscar walks up to the burial site, eyes widening as he peers inside. Stare into the pit. The eternally screaming remains of Charles Shaw Jr. are exactly where you left them last night, staring back up at you from empty sockets. The carving lies beneath him, the heavy cold stone acting as his coffin. Style is more than just similar to the carving in the mines. Both stones were carved by the same artist. Gross. He rotted all over the stone. You have no interest in going any closer. This carving has trouble written all over it, and who knows what kind of diseases. Charlie. Well, cool. Dang, Charlie. Muchie's grandma really did a number on you. Nobody touch it. Nobody touch it. I have to call Dr. Kelly about this. We should put his body to rest, right? That's how these things usually go. At least in the movies. Hey, we disturbed his body and he hasn't come back for a sequel. Confirmation that he's gone for good, right? I think so. It's gonna make it a lot easier to sleep tonight. Doesn't mean you'll let me sleep in my actual bed. Whoa, let's give it one more night. I still don't know how I feel about you sleeping on top of that rock. What do we think? Wolves circling a goat. It's a start. What was on the carving in the mines? Circle of arms bound up in chains. Interesting. I'm sure the description will be more than enough to get started. I'm gonna remain silent. I guess we shouldn't keep those two up there waiting, right? If I were them, I'd definitely get nervous if we took too long down here. You and the others make your way back up to Rosalina's room. As soon as you're all in one place, Oscar closes the trapdoor and moves a pile of furniture back in place. So did y'all get possessed or cursed or anything? No, but we did see a dead body. Close enough, glad I stayed put. Alexis, you want to see a picture of it? Ew, okay. Not sure that's appropriate. Alexis' parents might not approve of you showing their daughter pictures of dead people. Better watch all kinds of scary movies, Dad, it's fine. And Richie can help with the investigation, too. Yeah, it's totally okay, Mr. Guerrez. I don't want to see it in person, but I do want to see it. Before Oscar has a chance to get Before Oscar has a chance to get in another word, Rosalina's already pulled up a picture on her phone. Well, I can't believe you're gonna sleep in here. You're so brave. Oscar sighs. I'll be back to check in on you two in a minute. Just got a couple of things to finish up with these folks. You, Kanika, and Avery follow Oscar back to the living room. So I have more than enough to get started on my research now, but is there anything else I should know about? Make sure Pixel stays inside or you might get grabbed by the ditchlings. Ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces? Yeah, the distinguished doughboys. I kind of like them. It's like a hidden objective game out there today with all the weird little faces peering out of the bushes. Like them? What are you talking? Are you talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife? I don't want to get friendly with them or anything. I just think they're kind of interesting. Teach their own. Will do. I can't imagine how devastated Rosalina would be if something were to happen to him, especially after everything she's been through. I wonder if this could be the work of some sort of cult. You mentioned something like that at the library the other day. There's a cult in Scarlet Hollow. I feel like I'd know about it. I don't know, I'm just throwing things out there. Let's not get all satanic panic just yet. I know it's not looking unfriendly at this point, but having lived in this town all my life, I feel like I would know if there was some cult that ran the place. I gotta agree with Kanika on this. Feel like I'd have picked up on something. Cult doesn't necessarily have to run the town to have an impact here. Doesn't need to be active. From what I gather, those carvings you've been talking about are old, and whoever left them here is probably long gone. Okay, I'll see what I can find. You never know. I think there was something in the clinic. There was this door yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me towards it. I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. You have a friend that lives there, right? Should we tell him that something bad might happen in his house? Might want to stay someplace else for now, if the last few nights are any indication. Yeah, could you read a warning text, but I don't know if his mom will let him leave. She's got an iron grip on the poor dude. And she's probably more of a skeptic than I am, or was. Perfect cover for an investigation. Who knows if that would fly with Dr. Kelly, though. After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not going to let us anywhere near her house. She's the only doctor in town. We can't just ban people from the clinic, right? I don't think so, but hopefully no one gets sick or hurt enough to justify a visit over the next couple of days. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in. Whoa, that is unexpected coming from you. That's what Stella would do, and she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding a way into immortal peril. Which is why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it. Not that I don't think we shouldn't figure it. It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on there. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it's to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? Yep, sounds like you got something to work on now. We should get back to looking for Stella. I do. Thanks for the lead, Mutterchu. See you around, Oscar. Let us know what you find. I will. So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? We should probably check the diner. Go to the mines, we should check out the church. Check out the church, go to the mines. We should go to the cops. No, we don't never go to the cops. What are we talking about? Check out the diner. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Here's hoping. Here's hoping Winnie doesn't try to rope me into clocking in early. Feels like you've walked into a private meeting. The back booth is full of miners, and they're having what seems to be an intense discussion. Their expressions gravely serious. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines amid the dine of their base of operations. When you asked for the morning off, I didn't think you'd be showing up with friends. Sorry, Aunt Winnie. Sylla's gone missing, and I've been helping these two track her down. You haven't seen her, have you? Don't you apologize now, and I can't say I have. Should I be worried about her? I hope not. We're not interrupting anything here, are we? Of course not. Any paying customer is welcome, as long as you aren't about to step on anybody's toes or cause a fuss. The miners in the back were too engaged in conversation to notice you enter. Instead of speaking in hushed tones, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. Sure, the shift schedules are tough, and sure, we don't get enough time off for me to see my family as often as I like, but this is the best job I can get right now. Listen, kid, you're only a year or so into the gig. Trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. First, you're just unhappy, but then you think you can weather it till you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck, I get it. But the next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary crap about you. That uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers and pays us just enough to survive, but not so much that we can ever save enough to get out. Zax, we could get fired for this. I really need this paycheck. My sister needs a paycheck. I'm the only reason she can afford her tuition right now. I can't get fired. This job still has its perks, like the company housing. Can't afford my own place and send money back home. I don't know where I would live if I didn't have this job. Right, the company house, and how generous of the big boss to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had proper maintenance done in decades. You know she used that housing as an excuse to pay us less. The company housing, that means almost nobody in this whole dang town owns the place they live. That's why the Scars can keep getting away with whatever they want. Zax, we don't have the numbers, man. You know this is risky. Riskier than most of us can afford. We would have the numbers if y'all would stand with me and not let management scare tactics get to you. There was a collapse less than 2 days ago, and the boss expects us not to ride at the thought of being forced back down there to work while the threat of death looms over our heads. That's only work if we let them. Doesn't matter whose name is on the deed for the place. Without us, there is no mine. We've got them against the ropes. We can't just back down now, or they'll come out swinging. I would like to weigh in. Are none of you going to comment on how I'm old now? A ghost stole years of my life last night. Yeah, join the crowd, buddy. Join the crowd. I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna go back. I just want to save, see, because I do want to ask one, or I don't know if this is a one or the other situation. I wish it would say, like, if you hovered over, what this would get rid of, so that you could actually, like, properly plan out what you want to ask. Have you guys seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? We ain't seen her. Barely audible mumble. Hope she's okay. Ghost stole years of my life last night. Doing important work right now. Go bother someone else with your Halloween prank. She's actually telling the truth. Come on, Harrison. All us losers are the only ghosts in this town. We won't be losers for long if we just band together and make this moment count. I want to weigh in. Don't pressure people, Zax. If they don't want to strike, they don't have to. Saving the family business. Stop someone from joining the strike. Marichu, what the... Oh great, the boss even has her cousin going around strike breaking. Get out of here before you drive you out. You're not welcome here. All of you calm down. If a fight breaks out in my establishment, you're all out. I don't care who's in the right. Heard the lady. Don't get involved or I'll take you outside. Whoa, hey, let's bring it all down a notch. I'm sure Marichu just doesn't have a good grasp on the situation. Let's not start any fights. No need to kick anyone out, Aunt Winnie. We're all friends here. I just want to show that just because I'm currently standing next to Tabitha's cousin does not mean I am friends with Tabitha's cousin. Whoa! I barely know this person. So about the strike. Talk to you, kid, after what you just tried to pull? Look, I support you guys, but maybe you can save this until next week. Tabitha's mom just died. This whole strike thing is hardly fair. I don't even know the Scarlet Hollow to back down. If the mine fails, none of you are even gonna have a job left to strike over. I mean, that is true. Maybe you can save this until next week. Tabitha's mom just died. This whole strike thing is hardly fair. Nah. Well, I didn't know I could talk about the strike before. I actually don't have a horse in this race. I don't even know Scarlet Hollow existed until a few days ago. I would like to know the exact terms of what this strike... What are they striking? What do they want? What do they want? Do they want... Is it like they want better pay? They want... What is it? They want better pay. They want better housing. What? Like, that's the only two things that I know. I wish it could just be like, what do y'all actually want? Because, like... If you could just say what you want, there can be arrangements. I'm not gonna say I hate Tabitha. No, I'm just gonna drop it. I'm just gonna turn and leave. Turn and leave the diner. Avery and Kanika trailing close behind you. Still no sign of Stella. Before you can suggest your next move, you start to feel woozy. Spots form at the edges of your vision. Your legs suddenly feel unstable, your body sending you clear signals of exhaustion. And then it passes. Still, it probably won't be long before your body needs a chance to rest. You should plan your next move wisely. I mean, she probably is actually at the mines. I think. Right? So let me guess. If I wasn't an old man, I'd be able to go to every single one, but I can't right now. Okay, so what tab did she have open? She had mines open. Probably should have went. I want to go to the mines. Chance Stella went to find your cousin since they're friends. You don't see it? Oh, come on. The two of them have such a dynamic, you know? Classic dog and cat situation. Come on, I'll drive us. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you'll find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picking signs in hand. It's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Don't worry, I know these guys. Most of them are at the diner at least a couple days a week. They're chill. Will they be chill talking to Tabitha's cousin, though? Look out, fellas. That's the boss's cousin, and Zach said these kids were just down at the diner acting suspicious. Don't engage. Have any of y'all seen Stella? She's missing. Collectively ignore you. Look, I know you have a well-deserved bone to pick with the Scarlets, but Stella doesn't have anything to do with the strike. Have you seen her or not? The YouTuber? She's the one with all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been here all day, so we'd know if she came by. Sure to keep an eye out. I need to talk to Tabitha. I'm gonna cross a picket line. Come on, what harm could it possibly cause by going in there? You know what? I'm just gonna sneak in. Pull Kanika and Avery to the side and tell them your plan to sneak in. Guess that'll work, but I don't think it'll be a good idea for us to follow you in there. Yeah, I've never really been smicky, plus all the miners know me. I'd stick out like a sore thumb. We're just way outside by the van. You make your way to a hole in the fence and sneak into the mine. The industrial noises of the Scarlet Mine are only a little quieter when they're... Dude. The industrial noises of the Scarlet Mine are only a little quieter than they were 2 days ago. The trailer that serves as Tabitha's office looms above you on the hill. I want to knock. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. We wait for a moment. No response. You knock again. Oh, for the love of... The door swings open. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. I'm not try not to get yourself noticed. Sounds like Tabitha found a rat. Rodriguez pauses before he leaves. Whoa, what happened to you? It's a Halloween costume. Huh, really? Could have fooled me. Halloween's not till Monday, and that is some high-quality makeup work. It's a Halloween costume. Don't make me repeat myself. Rodriguez, the rat, I say. I'm not gonna call him out. Rodriguez the rat, I see. I got kids to take care of. I can't miss a paycheck, and this is a right-to-work state. There's nothing wrong with me trying to keep food on the table. Don't say another word. Just leave. I'll handle this. Door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves Tabitha's office. Oh! She grabbed you by the collar, her face close to yours. Listen to me. Really listen. This is some fun little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll keep quiet about what you just saw. I don't care if we're family. I can make the rest of your stay here, Her grip loosened. Sorry to get scary for a second. I'm so close to having everything under my control here. I can't risk you messing it up like you've done with literally everything else this week. Could you imagine? No, hey, I'm on your side. I'll believe it when I see it. What did you come up here to talk about anyway? Just decide you wanted to bother me in the worst possible day to be bothered? Strike. Let's really talk. This is not the time. Or did you really think I'd want to have some kind of heart-to-heart right now? What to do for the other time or never? I don't care. Instead of you dragging me into one, I'm just trying to connect with you right now. I'm only here for a few more days. Every time we talk, we wind up fighting. Why would I want to spend time with you when you make the whole experience so unpleasant? Neither one of us likes the other. Let's just stay as cordial as we can until the week is over so we can go our separate ways. Well, I've been nothing but kind and courteous to you. I didn't call you one time before I went into a collapsing mine, and all of a sudden, we hate each other. The nerve. And don't have any leads. Why do things keep happening to me? Please, can I just have one day where only one thing happens? I'm sure she'll turn up, but I'll see if I can get a hold of her. Don't think looking for my missing acquaintance gives you a pass to do anything dangerous. You're forbidden from doing risky things, even if what you might think is a good reason. You know I do what I want. Last night was supposed to be a cakewalk. I don't think I'm able to judge what's risky or not. Last night was supposed to be a cakewalk. That's fair, actually. Why don't you try lying in bed all day? You can always leave the search and rescue to her other friends. I want to talk about the strike, actually. Good for you, I don't. Now, if you have some... Otherwise, get out of my office and let me work. Love you, bye-bye. Don't be weird. You leave the office, the door slamming shut behind you. Picket line. Find Kanika and Avery waiting for you outside. Don't look like you found any new leads. Feels like we've done our due diligence here. Come on, I'll drive us back to town. We can figure out our next move from here. Where to next? Ooh, as you consider your next move, your vision blurs again, but this time it persists. The weakness in your the weakness in your Wow. As you consider your next move, your vision blurs again, but this time it persists. The weakness in your knees returning, your ears fill with a static, and you can feel yourself swaying, unable to control your body. It seems the toll of the pact you made last night is finally catching up with you. Well, you don't look too good. Your body crumbles to the ground. General store just around the corner. Let's get you inside. The bells of the general store jingle welcomingly as your companions drag you across the threshold. You can faintly make out the unintelligible mumbles of what must be voices. Then you fade out once again. You come to in a chair in the tea room. Sybil sits across from you, a gentle smile of relief washing over her face as you regain consciousness. It's dark here, the sunlight filtering through the heavy curtains, weak and watery. Partially supplemented by the bright glow light. It's dark here, the sunlight filtering through the heavy curtains, weak and watery. Partially supplemented by the partially supplemented by the bright glow lights over the plant in the corner. Welcome back. It's just the two of us now, I'm afraid. Avery had to go help out at the diner, and Kanika's getting some much-needed bed rest upstairs. I went ahead and made you some tea, dear. It should help a bit with your condition. Your eyes drift down to the cup of freshly brewed tea in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with undertones of decayed earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. Not expecting to change your gray hairs back, but at the very least it should make it easier for your mind and spirit to adjust to some of the physical changes you've gone through. Hopefully you'll be a little less exhausted and a little less prone to passing out. When you're finished, we can use the leaves for reading. On the house, of course. Till then, why don't we just chat? I'm a sip. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal. You find yourself feeling more comfortable. Your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. What was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Perlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any of the Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. What happened to their mother? But what about the men? Did they even exist? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Her mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. You know about my grandmother. I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The youngest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about, but what about men? Do they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something, just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. Fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. Well, skipping town and all. What happened? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assume your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scotlans weren't particularly religious as far as I knew, but the way Vivian was that night she came to me. It stuck in my head. It always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a babe. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Well, my family's been in these hills for a long time, so I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They'd have to figure out their own medicine. What's with the mystery in ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help to give me the full picture. Close your eyes and take another sip, and then another. It's delightful. Tea is gone before you know it. The small, empty cup, empty save for what's left of dehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Sybil was in line when she said it would help your condition. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired and a little mentally sharper than you were just a few minutes ago. Oh good, glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. Should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, And whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. There's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight. I don't know. Cat could be Wayne. Lurking in plain sight. He follows me everywhere. It's almost like he's literally lurking in plain sight. But he's my good friend and I trust him. He's my good friend and he would never let anything horrible or bad befall me. He's my goat for real, for real. But he's my good friend and I trust him. Follows me wherever I go. It's almost like he's literally lurking in plain sight. He's not done anything bad to me and he's only done good things. Because he literally is the only reason we could... Well, no, actually. Follows me wherever I go. It's almost like he's literally lurking in plain sight. It may be the case, but tea leaves tend to lean more into the symbolic side of things. Personally, I have a hard time believing that Wayne is the cat. You wouldn't trust a word out of that man's mouth, but the cat implies a certain level of two-facedness that I don't think he possesses. Not to figure out an answer right away, it often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we could try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carving, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Your thoughts drift to the door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. You didn't get all this from the tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the leaves. Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. My family has lived in these hills a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets. I know Vivian was scared for you. But your place in all this is something we have to figure out together. And that's where little tricks like tea leaves come in handy. But we shouldn't digress. Do you know where you might find the next stone? I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good if you can find your way inside and uncover another stone that could give you a leg up in your adversary. You just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around in her clinic. If I recall correctly, there's a hill that takes you nearly all the way to the second story, and she never locks any of the doors up there. Just in case that's helpful information. It's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it has brought up more questions than given any answers. Why don't you come with? I may have been able to see through the spirit's illusions, but I'm not some kind of all-powerful entity. I'm just an old woman. I have trouble with my knees and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. In most situations, I'd be more of a liability than a helpful companion. Imagine if I'd be in those minds with you. Some use I'd be struggling to climb over rocks and ladders, throwing my back out from all the crouching. I'm literally... All you did was look for something. Thanks, I'll let you know. Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope it all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. Remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to you, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closes the door to the tea room. The bells of its door strangely flatten the stale air of the nearby empty general store. I want to check on Kanika. Actually, hold on, wait. What time is it? It's 12. And my head hurty. Not really, but like... I do feel pretty warm. And I don't really want to... I feel like I'm stumbling over a lot. And I don't really want to, like... and I don't really want to, like, jump onto it with, Yeah, so... What I will do is this. I think... Hold on, wait a minute. Let me just. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end stream here. And then on not Sunday, on Monday, we will be back. Finish up this. I'll probably start like at 8, maybe. Yeah, I'll start at like 8 Monday, and we'll do the rest of this chapter and the other chapter, and then be done by 12. I just don't feel the best. I really don't want to screw up tomorrow. I don't want to screw up my weekend by pushing myself too much tonight and then not getting proper rest. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay, let me save. Let me just make sure. Double save it up. So yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, thanks. I know I haven't been. I know I probably wasn't the most entertaining or anything like that, but probably wasn't really the best performance I could have done, but it was. I don't know. I'm satisfied with it. I'm happy with it. So yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, you can set up verticals in Twitch now. Twitch has a wait, that's vertical what? Anyway. Yeah. I will see y'all on Monday for more Scarlet Hollow. And yeah, exclamation point Discord. I guess I'll do that. Sorry, YouTube, you don't get exclamation point Discord, but Twitch does. I'm actually gonna make. I need to make a pinned thing in YouTube. I think I'm gonna pin a message for YouTube. Hold on. Yeah. I think I need to start pinning messages the beginning of every stream. If I do that, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, exclamation point Discord, and you go over to the Discord, go over to the mischievous den of going on. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. I think, yeah, I think we're good. If you're on Twitch, you can head over to YouTube. That's where all of my VODs are. Except for the few I deem bad. Which is only like one I don't think I have on there right now. Yeah, so, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, if you're on Twitch, you can go over to YouTube, have a little VOD. If you're on YouTube, you might as well stay on YouTube, but you can drop a follow on Twitch, help a little fellow like me out. And, yeah. I will see y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I'll see you on Monday for more. Peace, guys. Bye-bye! Actually, it might not be Scarlet Hollow. It might be something else Friday. Or Monday. I don't know. I want to finish. We'll finish. No matter what, we'll finish it at night, but I'm not sure if I'll do a double. Monday might be double stream day. I don't know. I might stream something else in like the earlier day. And then anyway, it doesn't matter. I will see you all more. I'll see you all for more on Monday. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.